Hi, Being Healer, lovely divine soul audience. Welcome to my Being Healer channel. Thank you, everyone, for taking the decision to raise your vibration further higher with the NLP Swish Pattern. This pattern will help you to resolve the daily life for the problems like smoking, anger management, public speaking, nervousness, self confidence, and self esteem. So, use this pattern to make change in your vibration. Your vibration is going to touch someone somewhere and they are going to feel better. Maybe they feel more strengthened because you are now more aware, managed, organized, and balanced with the use of this pattern. So let's start. The credit of creation of this NLP pattern belongs to Richard Blader and John Grider. So thank you to Richard Blader and the John Grider for giving us the Swish NLP pattern. The NLP Swish pattern is NLP technique to change how we think, feel, and act. We are the master of our own self. We know master of how to think, master of how to feel, and master of how to respond, act, and behave. We have a power to learn, to transform, and transcend ourselves. It is an effective and efficient submodality. It is a way of telling our brain, not that, this, and replacing something we don't want with something we do want. While the technique is usually gone done visually, we can quickly add auditory feelings, taste, smell, version. When it works, it is very much magical. So I'm going to explain all the steps one by one. We have a total 6 steps. So I'm going to start with the first step, that is the recognizing the automatic reaction. Recognizing the automatic reaction, the thoughts, feelings, images that occurs to you when you think of challenging situation. Select or replace image, something inspiring, such as really a good outcome that help create a positive state. Imagine yourself, disassociate image. The third perpetual position, as if you are watching yourself in a movie or in a theater or in a TV. Enhance the quality, such as the modality of the screen until it is compelling as possible. Step number 2, determine the trigger of a negative image. Discover what tells your mind to produce the negative image or behavior. Ask yourself what occurs just before this negative or unwanted state being. This time you want to associate screen. First position, looking through your own eyes of what is going on immediately before you engage in the unwanted activity. Remember to think in a terms of some modalities to get a detailed sense of screen. It functions as a trigger for the unresourceful state. So step number 3, place the replacement. Put the replacement off in the corner of the negative image. Image a small post stamp size version of your replacement screen in the bottom of the corner of the negative screen. Step number 5, swish the two images. Very important step. You will be making both images change simultaneously and with increased speed. If you exercised, you can select the two critical submodalities for this. When you swish, have a negative sense screens because smaller and the shot of it into the distance. At the same time, have a positive replacement image zip in closer and larger, rapidly and completely, replacing the negative screen image. It's making a whoosh sound as it zips into place. At first, you will probably do this slowly and taking a few seconds to complete the swish. As you repeat the process, you will be able to do it faster and faster until you swish nearly instantly. Step number 5, repeat. Clear your mind after each swish. This is very important. Do this by thinking of something as such as your favorite color, what you need to do later. You can do go deep breaths. You remember to breathe easily during the swish and breaks. Do the swish 5 to 7 times. Repeat steps 3 to 5 each time. You know you have a good outcome when you have some difficult maintaining the negative image. Step number 6, test. Now try to use the limiting thoughts or a behavior again. Notice how hard, if not impossible, it for you to act it out. Notice that you actually have to think about how to do it first. It is not an automatic as it used to be. If you feel you could relap, use a swish again in a day or two and again after a week. Additional advice. You can also switch the two images by using the other submodalities instead of one used here. You could switch a full color image with a black and white one. You could switch by going from 3D to flat or vice versa. You could switch a snapshot with a movie or any other contradicted submodality. Thank you for watching The Divine Souls. Your host, your coach Neha Arora signing off to come again with a new NLP pattern.